trouble the water, nobody's here to pick me up and take me. But notice, the Bible says he was raped beside the water. Stayed there for 38 years. How many of us, when we look at our situation, have been in a situation overdue? Our blessing is overdue. Our coming out is overdue. But we've gotten so content and so comfortable in our situation that we don't move. Comfortability can stop you from really getting that one thing that you've been praying to God for. You ever seen somebody? I'll give you an example. A few years ago, I was watching TV. I was watching the news. And they were talking about the Southeast community revamp. Talking about revitalizing downtown Newport News. Talked about, this lady. And they interviewed her. And instead of her being happy for the changes that's getting ready to come, she got upset because she had been on government assistance for 20 years and her rent won't number $8. And she said, that means that if they tear down downtown Newport News, where I'm going to go, that my rent going to be $8. So instead of embracing change, she stuck with her comfortability level and she missed out on an opportunity that could take her to the next level. Okay. So many of us, we get afraid when God tells us to move to the next level. Yeah. That we don't go anywhere or do anything. We sit like this man at the pool of Bethesda. God said that I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. He said that the earth is mine and the fullness thereof and everything that dwells therein. So he says, I'm the God that's going to provide your every need. David said it like this, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. So if David said, as long as you've got God with a shepherd's job to lead and tend to the sheep, to tend to the flock. So if you allow God to lead you and to provide your every need, you don't have to want for anything. Many of us are wanting for things because God ain't leading us. We want what we want when we want it, how we want it, the way we want it. But we miss out on what God has for us because we either don't move when he sends us the blessing or it don't come how we want it. Notice what the man did. He gave Jesus this long out explanation. But Lord, I don't have anybody to put me into the water. So sometimes it didn't say that he just laid there when the angel troubled the water. It said that he didn't make it down there quick enough. So that means somewhere within the 38 years, he did make an attempt to go after his blessing. How many of us don't make an attempt? Because it looks too strange. It's unfamiliar territory. I don't want to do it because it might not work. And then everybody who told me I was crazy anyway, when I fail, they're going to talk about me. But people don't have a heaven or a hell to put you in. That's right. So while we're so worried about folks' words and what people say, but we don't really pay attention to what God says. God will tell you to do something that it just seems extraordinary. It seems crazy. How am I going to do that business? I ain't got no money. Take money to make money. That's what the world says. Or how am I going to step out of my job and leave and do what God told me to do when the economy is like it is and ain't nobody got no job now? The employment rate fluctuates all the time between 6.7 and 8.2 national average. But here's the thing. It fluctuates, but who do you serve? The Bible says no man can serve two masters. Meaning, either you're going to serve God or you're going to serve man. Revelation chapter number 3 says, you're not hot or cold, you're lukewarm. and being lukewarm, I have to spew you out of my mouth. That means I have to vomit you out of my mouth. I have to regurgitate. I have to get you out of me. Because you're not for me. You want to straddle the fence. You want to teeter-totter. You want to be on a seesaw. You go whatever way the wind blows. So, God says to this man,